Alright, welcome. First episode of the series. My journey to consistency. Is it possible to become consistently profitable through adversity? Crazy adversity. I'm going through a whole lot, but I'm still, you still gotta get up every day, to be honest. And, um, the shit that I'm going through can only be fixed with trading, to be honest with you. So I'm not forcing it per se, but I need to lock in. And I'm not gonna just keep saying that. I'm tired of doing dumb shit. You know what I mean? Not accepting losses, impulse trading, waking up out of your sleep at 2, 3 in the morning, 11 p.m., hopping on charts for no reason, and just getting into trades, bro. It's not gonna get me where I want to be at all. And the only way to become who you want to be is to make who you want to be that person. Make that a habit and make that who you are. And that starts with this: being consistent all around. And being a man of your word. But yeah, definitely had a couple past accounts with more than 2 days. Had one bad day, and then they were just all gone. Heard some bad news, some shit happened, and they're just all gone. Now I'm in a dire situation where I'm dependent on my trading. But that don't mean nothing though. I'm not worried about it. I know what I'm doing. I just need to stop being greedy. Okay, so 9:30 open. We have our opening range cap. We have relative equal highs. Minor buy side. All of it. Our first fair value gap has formed, but I'm looking at this displacement. And if we displace a clear fair value gap above or consequent encroachment or the low inside of the fair value gap, I'm treating it as a high probability fair value gap to continue to the upside. So if we get a market structure shift here. See, I was looking at those relative equal highs on regular trading hours, and I'm pretty sure there's an unfilled gap, but considering the daily chart, I don't think that's the main draw, especially after we took all that buy side. Ain't even draw the fib right. I just know we traded the discount. And we're going to be trading the discount, to premium of this range, taking out minor buy side, trading to some higher time frame in PD raise inefficiencies in particular. And I'm watching as we create this fair value gap. You have a market structure shift, you have a breaker, then you have a small little inversion inside of a new day or new week opening gap. That's high probability. So I'm just looking for a quick scalp to pass these accounts. And I'll try to upload maybe daily. Fair value gap. First fair value gap. Looking to go in. Looking to see if we can get a stab. Consequent encroachment. Consequent encroachment would have been the ideal best entry, but seeing it unfilled or barely tap, I took that as very bullish. So I'm entering on the premise that we're going to inverse that SIBI. You'll see once I'm done. To add it a little bit higher, they be tripping. Like, I'll be mad precise and then I'll still be down money when I take profit. It makes no sense. So it looks like we inverse that. I should draw it out soon. Right here, I'm checking my risk. It's an eval. I'm not really worried about losing $500 because it shouldn't go back down there. It's below consequent encroachment, below the low. I didn't think it was going to go back down there. And if it came back to anywhere in the upper half, I would have most likely added more. And I only entered in with 5 due to the fact that we left it open. And considering we're in the opening range, I wasn't too confident in if it would come back. So, and I was perfectly fine with it coming back and withholding the drawdown or even taking a loss. But with the premise that we took sell side and how we displaced, had our 2022, etc., and we were having speed, I went in with less leverage, targeting like 15 something. We use this as an inversion for value gap here. created 3 fair value gaps inside the upper quadrant and the open range gap high, open range gap 75%, and open range gap high, 3 fair value gaps. My stop should not be touched. Even though we took this minor buy side liquidity pool, my stop still shouldn't be touched. See if we could breach the opening price. Breached it. If we close above it, well, we already had validated it just now as a bullish order block. Getting another displacement after failing to trade to the fair value gap. Bullish, very bullish. A short-term high for forming relative equal highs. Now I'm putting a fib on this wick. I don't know if I got OCD or what it was, but yeah, I almost hit the Alexa John. She loud as fuck with that reminder. But yeah, 2 evals should pass tomorrow. We'll get a video tomorrow, most likely. Yeah, most likely we'll get a video tomorrow. And I'm anchoring these relative equal highs, just in case it wants to have a retracement. I'm watching this, the low of that wick, or the opening price, basically. Tapped it, 5-minute for value gap. I'm drawing that out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had a bunch of difficulty here. It's me drawing out that 5-minute. And then as you can see, we hit the low of that wick. Premium wick. Tapping the lower quadrant. Nice, switch accounts. Switch accounts. That I just didn't take the same trade on. Didn't have the copy trader on. It is what it is. She was in drawdown anyway. Yeah, 1500 though. I went short on that account. Later. No, it's not in this clip though. But you have that upper quadrant, and then you have basically another set of relative equal highs, minor relative equal highs. And then we closed above the lower quadrant. Yeah, zoom in, nigga. And then tapped it. Now using it as real support. Tapping consequent encroachment. 3, 2, 1. Can't tell if we closed above it or not. Me staying patient. I'd have been like, what the hell? Back in the day. Macro coming up too. Immediate rebalance. Marking out this fair value gap. Maybe I should zoom in more. She's not as clear to me, but not even tapping the fair value gap. Not even tapping consequent encroachment of that down close candle's wick. Just immediately trading up. And come on, you can do it. Close below it. Moved it down. I realized how much I had already made, and just like that, just like that, turning on the executions, and one and done for the AM session. See y'all tomorrow. Let you know how it goes, and it's time to fix this situation.